Hello, 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 John Mason. How is everybody? I'm counting the hours till the new administration comes in and we can get rid of this hot, stinking mess in the White House and hopefully also in the Capitol. There are several members of the House, Republican members of the House and the Senate, who aided and abetted the raid on the Capitol on this January the 6th. Not only did they just aid and abet, they ordered, they supported tours. They allowed, they sponsored tours of them to go over the Capitol building. It's like a reconnaissance mission for them to show where the House leaders were, where the Senate leaders were, so they can hunt them down and kill them. They were actually out to kill Mike Pence and Nancy Pelosi. Mike Pence. For all his ass kissing and boot licking and shit eating for Trump, this is what this is how Trump repays his loyalty. Trump is not loyal to his loyalists. But Pence is still going along with Trump. And Pelosi, they just can't stand strong, empowered women in positions of responsibility, such as Pelosi, and such as our new vice president. We must insist that the Republican senators and House members who aided and abetted this incident be forced to resign. Not only did they aid and abetted the raid, the stampede into our capital, they kept perpetuating the idea, the myth that Trump really won the election, that the vote was rigged against him. How does a ruling party lose a rigged election? A ruling party would rig the election system in its favor. They couldn't see that the American people have turned against them. And now this is the day of reckoning. They have to be prosecuted if needs be. Just like the people who raided and stampeded in through the House chamber. 5 people were killed, including a cop. Several Capitol cops were assaulted during that stampede. How is that for back the blue? They back the blue. They support the cops when they're hitting at Black Lives Matter activists. But when it's them, the cops are the enemy. So we have to be on our guard against these guys and push, but not just be against them, be for a positive progressive agenda, such as Medicare for all, a national health care system covering each and every American, which would be a great place to start would be to mobilize all our assets, state, federal, county, whatever, towards fighting the coronavirus. Mobilize our industry, mobilize our universities, mobilize our medical schools to manufacture and distribute vaccines, and to improve our healthcare system so it covers each and every American. Healthcare is not a luxury, and it should be treated as such. And these raiders on the Capitol besides being utterly stupid and surprised that they could get arrested for raiding the Capitol and be treated as terrorists, which they are, let's not kid ourselves, they are surprised that they would be arrested. It's like they're so entitled, so privileged. We must fight racism. Racism was the fuel that drove Trump's presidential campaigns. Racism and homophobia were part of his agenda. And it's racists and anti-Semites who support him. Let us fight against racism. Education must be upgraded for each and every American, from the cradle to the grave. Education is not a luxury either, just like healthcare is not a luxury. And good paying jobs. A minimum wage of $15 an hour. That's a good start. And upgrade our infrastructure. Our infrastructure is crumbling and falling apart. It gets a C- at best from a report by the American Society of Civil Engineers. Look it up. We can upgrade. Now, with this new administration, we can push Biden and Harris to upgrade everything in our country. Upgrade our infrastructure, upgrade our internet, upgrade our healthcare system, upgrade our education, upgrade our society, upgrade the moral tone so that respect for each and every American is assured, no matter what their race or ethnicity or gender identity or sexual orientation or religion, what have you. We can do it, America. And coming up, we are now in the weekend of a man, a great American patriot, who has set an example for us how to combat racism and replace it with something better in our lives. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. Please always be available to take part in some community service activity, like a food bank or a clothing drive or clean up the neighborhood, visit some sick people, what have you. That is how you build community. That is how you build mutual trust. And that's how you fight racism. Okay? We can do it. That is what Abraham Lincoln called the better angels of our nature. We can do it, Americans. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.